Hello friend, Lana here. Why do I choose to live a boring life? A boring, simple life. When I look back 20, 30, 40 years ago, what a rat race. Working long hours, crazy long commutes. I'm sure you can relate. Always rushing. Every minute of every day I had planned to the T because there just wasn't enough time in the day. I used my lunchtime to go on errands. Online banking didn't exist, so every Friday, every other Friday when I got my paycheck, during my lunch hour, I would wait in line, and back then, especially Fridays, the line was long just to deposit my paycheck. During that time, I had my daughter and I was also taking care of my father. I would always prepare my meals the night before, whether it was to go into the oven or on a crock pot, so by the time I got home, I didn't have to worry about dinner. It was just so crazy during that time. And by the end of the night, I would just fall asleep without any problems. But now that I'm retired, things had slowed down dramatically. And it's just so nice that my life is boring. Especially, maybe boring isn't the best word, but other people might perceive it as boring. Especially compared to my life for decades and decades. So I like having my boring life. I like having my simple life. I like being able to slow down and sleep in and do whatever the heck I want to do. Spending time just out in nature, taking a walk, spending a lot of time with my grandkids, and now my daughter and her husband, they're part of the rat race. So I have no problems helping them out with their kids because I know what it was like. I would have loved to have my mother help me out. My father never helped me out, but now they're part of the rat race. So I know how it feels, and I know what a relief it is to them that the one thing they don't have to worry about are their kids. Are they well taken care of? My daughter's mother-in-law, she helps out with the kids a lot herself. So we both contribute so their lives can be successful. And I just like the slow living. I love not having to wake up to my alarm clock at 4:30 in the morning because I'm about to have a 2-hour commute. Now, my only commute is to my bedroom, to the kitchen to make a cup of coffee, and I could just relax and think about what I want to do for the day. And it's just simple things, really. Nothing exciting, but I like it that way. I love it that way. I love the slow pace. For me, a simple, boring life means that there's no chaos. I've eliminated toxic people like family and friends, and that has made a huge difference. To be honest, I would rather spend my time with my family than with toxic people. I mean, come on. There's nothing like being stressed out because someone is toxic and they're very critical, and then you leave thinking, oh my gosh, that was not fun. I've also sold my very large home, which there was so much upkeep. It was a beautiful home, but I barely even used half of it. I think maybe I only used a fourth of it. So it was a big house. There was always things I had to do around the house, the yard, whatever issues come up, things you have to do on a regular basis, clean your gutters, that kind of thing. But it was a lot to manage on my own. And it seemed like there was always something coming up. Even though it was a new home, there was always something coming up. So I'm so glad I don't have that huge thing to think about. And I like being in a smaller, cozier place. I don't think, even if I had the money, I don't think I would have a large home. I like it being small and cozy and not having people lost all over the house. It's just so much more pleasant now. So much less to clean up, so much less to do. And one of the most important things is not caring what other people think. I've spent too many years trying to get approval from people, too many years worried about what other people think. And I've come to the conclusion that most people aren't thinking about me anyways. They might be critical of me when I'm with them, but after that, are they thinking about me? So who cares? I'm me, and I'm happy to be me and live my so-called boring, simple life that I love. Not only do I love my simple, boring life, but I have time for me, and I have time to live my life the way I choose to live it. By the way, be sure to check out my last video about start living. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, and be sure, if you like this video, to like and subscribe to my channel. I would truly appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.